Now here we are then for the race at Baku in my team, round 5, and an opportunity today to try and potentially take the lead in the championship. Now, before we jump into the race, as always, go check out the qualifying episode that was uploaded yesterday, link up in the top right. If you're going to enjoy this race, guys, leave a like and subscribe for more for daily F1 content. And yeah, we're going to try and see if we can have a decent race here today at Baku. Now then, spoiler warning, if you've had a chance to click off the video, then do so, because I'm going to briefly talk about some qualifying things. But yeah, we're starting the race from pole position. There is the race performance between ourselves and Pierre Gasly on screen. We've got Max Verstappen on the front row. Now, qualifying was dominant. The race should be a lot more competitive as we have increased the difficulty quite a lot. There is a championship standings as well. And yeah, it should be a good race. I'm looking forward to it. First time back in Baku in quite a while. Let's see what the race is like. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I can't wait. Leave a like if you're going to enjoy it. And let's get into the grid rundown and let's see how things look in the race.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Martinez lines up on pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Stroll, Charles Leclerc and Ricciardo, Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas and George Russell, Latifi, Sainz, and Guan Yu Zhou and Ocon, Giovinazzi, Tigtum, Christian Lundgaard and Mick Schumacher, Matsushita, Schwartzman, Eilert and Nikita Mazepin. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
So here we are then for the race at Baku, and first and foremost, you would have seen yesterday in the qualifying episode right towards the end that we changed the difficulty quite a lot higher. So we are in for a challenge today, starting from pole, because I realised I made a mistake with the qualifying difficulty. So in the race, I'm expecting the AI to be a lot more competitive. So we're going to see what happens. It should be good fun, and it should be a close race. Strategy-wise, we're going to go for a one-stop, so soft to medium, very straightforward. There shouldn't be an issue, I don't think, in terms of tyre wear. Fuel-wise, we're going to run 2 laps negative. That should be okay. I think worst ways, if it does bug out, I should be able to save that. But anyway, yeah, overall, I'm looking forward to it. Baku, first time in a few years we're back here, and hopefully we can make it a win. And if we do win this race, it would mean the lead in the championship. So, big stakes. Leave a like if you're going to enjoy it, and let's get into it. Right, here we go. Let's get into it. Baku, 5 lights. And we're underway. Oh, it's a bad start. Verstappen gets a jump straight away. We're going to fight around the outside. Oh, lovely. Getting that move back straight away. Super late on the brakes into turn 1. Managing to go the long way round. And I think, yep, we've got yellow behind. Luckily, we've cleared all the traffic. Let's try and push. Let's see if we have the pace to try and break the 1 second barrier. I don't think we do, but we'll try our best, because the AI run full power for the first 2 laps, as you guys know, so they're usually at their hardest to beat. But decent start, considering, I know we got jumped by Verstappen, but nobody else, and it left us space on the outside, which is crucial to make the move at turn 1. Verstappen going in super tight, which we managed to just kind of squeeze him in. Let's see if we can nail this part of the racetrack here and gain a bit of time. Oh dear. This is very sketchy. First lap of the race with all the fuel on. Oh, nice. We've got just about a 1 second gap. It's coming down now. You can see this is what I mean when the AI in full power mode. Look at the gap, how it comes down. Verstappen squeezing that ERS on. Even though I've got mine on, he's just gaining on the straight. We'll keep going though. Try and save the rest of our deployment for this section here to try and open up a gap. Lovely. 8 tenths. That's not too bad. Healthy margin. We'll use up the rest of our battery now. Try and squeeze a gap out. Yeah, so 7.5 tenths. Not too bad. Let's try and have a decent second lap.
Caution, the virtual safety car has just been deployed due to a build-up of debris on the track.
Not sure what's happened there.
Delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
There is a Mercedes and a McLaren at turn 1, turn 2, so something would have happened further back. Just got to watch the delta in this phase. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't turn to a full safety car. I don't think it will. And DRS will be enabled next time we cross the line. So the timing of this virtual safety car relaunch could be key. Let's try and gain a bit of time on the delta here, as we just lost a bit of ground. Let's see how long it takes for the race to restart. Come on. It's going to be at the worst time.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Green flag.
Oh dear, that's not good. This happens on us. Well, we might have to defend here. Verstappen's going to be on full power mode. On the charges, we have a moment through the chicane. Tyres may be a little bit cold. Here comes Max. I'm going to save my battery. Now we'll start to use it in the drag race. Side by side, wheel to wheel here across the start finish.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Right, so we get ahead for now. Max will have DRS through here though. It's game on. Here he comes. Oh dear. Come on. Good scrap. Slight bit of wheel banging. Max goes through on the inside. We're going to hold on the outside though. And now, I think Norris is getting involved. In the mirrors, I can just see a bit of silver. Yes, he is. And he's got past actually, so that's going to give us a chance to break away. Thank you very much, Lando, mate. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can shake him off through here. Oh, Lando's getting stuck in here. He's closing in. He's dropping Verstappen.
You're in danger of running out of fuel before the end of the race. Start being a little conservative with the remaining fuel, please.
Well, Lando's getting stuck in here. He's dropped Verstappen, I think, out of DRS range. And now he's within my DRS. Gap is 4/10. I don't think he's close enough to get a move here, but Norris making this a fight. Okay, we've just got the gap over a second there. Let's see if we can try and keep it that way. Just got to try and nail this next couple of corners. Yep, there we go, that's good. I think we've got it. We may have just broken DRS. Yeah, we've done it, there we go. Gap over a second, so we can now start to hopefully drive away here. And this should be a new fastest lap, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Verstappen also dropping off the pace.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
So not a fastest lap, someone else got that, but still we've got the gap now. Leclerc and Verstappen battling away. Gasly up in P5 as well, getting stuck in. So Pierre getting involved, good to see. Let's have a look at this strategy really quickly.
Confirmed.
I mean, kind of. We are going to go for just a one stop, but yeah, cheers team. Oh, Charles Leclerc pits. So does Gasly.
Pierre is in the pits.
And so did Max Verstappen. Verstappen was down to P5, by the way. He got passed by everyone. So Gasly, Leclerc, and of course Lando Norris. So Verstappen in trouble. Could be two-stop territory. Lap 5 pit stop, to be fair. We'll keep an eye on it. We're going long. You can see my tyre wear. Tyre temps are not an issue here. I could have actually gone quite a bit higher on the pressures, to be fair. But, yeah. We're just going to keep ticking over. I feel okay at the minute. The tyres don't feel like they're going too badly, so we can definitely stretch this out a bit more. If we want to go for the medium, we need to try and get to lap 10. And there we go, Lando Norris pits. So does everyone else. I'm going to try and stay out. The earliest I can go for medium is probably lap 8. I know Lando's gone for it, but you're going to be struggling at the end. So we'll pit next lap. I'm going to try and push for 2 more. Worth noting now that I've obviously seen everything filter out. Tictum is holding up everyone on the alternate strategy. Lando is in that train of cars, so we'll keep an eye on Tictum's gap. If we're pulling away, we'll just stay out and try to overcut. I could maybe stay out one more lap, but we'll play it safe. We've managed to gain a bit of time. You can see the gap to Tictum a lap ago was 18 seconds. It's now 19.6. Lando hasn't overtaken him. He will do it now on the pit straight, so now it's time to pit. He does it. Back end getting all over the place there. Right. Let's see then. Medium tyre. Not one of my best pit entries, I will admit. I don't really do Baku all that often, but we should be fine. I'm not expecting any dramas unless we have like a super slow pit stop and it puts me in trouble. Here we go.
Exit now.
And it's 2 seconds on the nose,
Only
flat.
1 stop to go. 1 stop left in this strategy.
Excellent pit stop. And there we go. back onto the track, and we're a couple of seconds ahead of Lando, which is lovely. So we're actually further ahead than what we were before the pit stops, so that is a W. Good timing, good maths, you know, looking at the gaps and everything. He's done a good job there, so we hold the lead. So at this point, we're looking comfortable. The only thing that can ruin this race now is a safety car. First warning for track limits there. Not too much of an issue. I will admit, Lando's pace is very strong. I can't shake him off. I'm trying to, you know, crack on here, but he's doing a good job. I'm on for a personal best, you know. Pace isn't too bad. But Lando is staying with me, to be fair. Ricardo's P4, so Verstappen's having trouble this race. So this could be a massive race for us in terms of points to put a massive dent in the championship. I think Max is, you know, caught up in a lot of traffic and battling, so he's losing a lot of time and places. I can't see Gasly either, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, Max is not in sight, so we'll take that as we set a personal best. Now this is a better lap, 4/10 up. To be fair though, Lando's still kind of matching the pace, even though I've tried to pick it up a bit. He's still matching personal best. Not quite a fastest lap. I don't think we're going to get that because of the massive DRS straight, but yeah, I'm pushing, man. But Lando's following. Oh, okay, Lando pits. So the AI are going to two-stop it by the looks of it. I'm guessing another set of soft tyres for them. Interesting. I mean, we're going comfortably to the end, so the AI have some pretty serious tyre issues. Kind of hoping Pierre stays out, but he probably won't. There you go, as expected.
Pierre is in for his stop.
Leclerc's gone for hards. No one's going for the softs. Interesting. Anyway, we're chilling at the minute. We're comfortable. So this race just became a lot easier. Not a lot's happening, just trying to manage the pace, manage the tyres. Fuel is now back on target. So yeah, unless there's a safety car, which would be an issue because everyone else is behind is on, you know, fresh tyres, we should be okay. I might try and pit for a set of softs. The gap to Lando 21.1. I know the gap can be about 19.5 seconds, maybe even 19, and I'll still be ahead. So I just want to do a few more laps. As if we go for softs, I've only got a used set, so I'd rather do the least amount of laps possible. So we'll try and go a bit longer and see if we can get to the softs, and then maybe try and get a fastest lap. So the delta to Lando can't go beneath 19 seconds at the very most. Okay, this is the lap. We're going to box for softs, and they're going to be a used set, hopefully not too used. And we're going to try and go for a fastest lap. So let's go then. Second pit stop of the race. This should be fine. No need to risk. We'll take it a bit better this time than last time, carrying a bit more speed. I'm expecting the stop to be a bit slower. Last time it was 2 seconds on the nose. I doubt we'll have that again, but the pit entry was better, so we should be fine. I think Lando will be about 1.5 behind by the time we rejoin.
Release.
Ooh, great stop, 2 seconds again.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
I wasn't planning for that. That is going to help a lot. Yeah, there we go. Comfortably ahead. 2.5. We'll take that. What's the tyre wear? 7% on the rears. Okay, so we're only going to get one crack at this. Fastest lap right now is a 35.8, I believe, from Verstappen. So we're going to try and get that fastest lap locked up. Well, this should be the fastest lap unless someone tries to ruin the party. A low 35. Could get beaten, to be fair.
Tyre condition is still looking good.
And there we go. As we did brush the wall there, just lost focus for a second, but 35.4. We'll see if that does the trick. Let's bring the car home now, though. We've got a yellow flag on the main straight. One of the Aston Martins are slowing down. I think it's Dan Ticktum. Luckily, I think it's too late for a safety car now, so we should get away with any potential issues. There we go, on confirmation. Ticktum out of the race. Luckily, it's too late, so we can just bring the car home. Well, here we are then, last lap of the race, and it's going to be a pretty comfortable win in the end, even with the increased difficulty. I think I could have gone even higher, about 106 to be fair, but that's what happens. I haven't raced in a while. Either way, we're going to win at Baku, and we'll take that. Back-to-back wins, a massive statement, and Verstappen, I believe, not even in the top 5.
Hey Jeff, thanks for your work this weekend. Well done, mate. Team effort. Thanks to all the boys.
Yes, you've done it. Well done.
Here we are then, a real team effort to overcome their rivals for a memorable win here today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Here comes your top three making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
Now that is what I call a big statement, because we have made a pretty strong weekend and a big case for the championship. Race win, pole, fastest lap, and I believe Grand Chelem. I think we led every lap pretty much, I think, across the line anyway, technically. So yeah, there's a lot, guys, for Baku. What a race. P1, Lando P2, ahead of Daniel Ricciardo on the podium for Red Bull in P3, ahead of Lance Stroll. Then both AlphaTauris just ahead of Verstappen, who was trying to get a top 5 right at the end, but I don't know what happened to his pace. The minute we had our battle, Max's pace just dropped off. I don't know why. He just struggled for pace in that race at certain points. Leclerc, P8, Russell, and then Gasly only scoring a point in the end after being in the top 5 earlier on in the race. So a few surprising performances. Gasly, Leclerc, and Russell. Gasly, Leclerc, and Verstappen all kind of dropping off the pace during the race. Bottas out the points along with Giovinazzi, Zhou, Lundgaard, Sainz, P15, Matsushita, Mick Schumacher, Schwartzman, Mazepin, Ilott, Ocon, and then Dictum, the only retirement of the race. In the standings, we are now 16 points to the good, leading the championship ahead of Verstappen. Lando up to 3rd with that 2nd place finish, and Gasly P7, even though he scored a point, he gains a place. In the Constructors, we're 2nd, but only 8 points behind Red Bull. But we need Gasly to try and perform better, man. We need him to get some points. I don't know why he's underperforming so much. McLaren up to P5, they overtake Ferrari. But yeah, there's a lot, guys, for the race at Baku. My voice is starting to go, so that's kind of the time to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, then leave a like and subscribe for more. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes on this if possible. As always, I appreciate the support, guys. We'll keep at it for a few more episodes and see what happens. For now, though, as always, a massive thank you to the channel members for supporting the content on the channel. As always, check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already. But that is it from me here today, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Until then, take care, and it's goodbye from me.